Hey guys, what's going on today? I want to talk to y'all about something that just dropped from Micah, maybe about a few hours ago, but I was on stream. Any which way, let's go ahead and talk about what I want to talk about in today's video, and that is going to be May's monthly road map. We've already got some information about the roadmap. We've got some information about what is on the roadmap, and we got a little bit of extra information about everything else on the roadmap. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, I do want to start this off by saying the monthly Q&A, please take a look at this. It is going to be on April 27th for Facebook and Twitter, the 28th on Reddit, and April 29th on Discord. I actually sent them a message on Facebook asking like, yo, is this actually right? Like, why are we having May's Q&A in April? Just to confirm, you know, make sure it wasn't a typo, and they did say, yo, this is correct, like this is what we're gonna do. Don't know why, but that's the move. So, you know, if you have questions, that is gonna be the time in which we ask them. So let's go ahead and get started with this. First off, y'all aren't crazy. There is no little mapping for saying like, yo, here's the first thing, then the second thing, third thing, fourth thing. There is no trail for us to follow. So I'm just gonna go from left to right and go onwards. The first thing that we have is going to be the login event, and that is going to give us the true core mask. Now we do have some information about that right now, and this is going to be the login anniversary event. 7-day login bonus. You log in for 7 days, you get first day 100 batteries, the second day you get 100 calibration tickets, the third day you get 5 T-Doll contracts, the fourth day, do not be bamboozled. I was bamboozled. I thought we were getting another M4. I was like, oh my god, we're getting another M4. We're getting another M41. Oh my god. But then I looked at the fine print and it said it's an anniversary icon, the first anniversary. So, you know, we get that. Okay, they got me, they bamboozled me. Then we are gonna get 10 quick production contracts on the 5th day. Day 6, we get 300 advanced training data, which is just enough to get us from skill 9 to 10, which is awesome. And then last but not least, we will get this true core mask. Now, what can we claim with the true core mask? We can only exchange it for 5-star T-Dolls. You can't do it for 4 stars or 3 stars, anything like that. They won't allow you to troll yourself. And you can only do it for producible units. So 5-7 out the picture, Groza out the picture, you know, Elfelter or Noel out the picture. You can't get those characters, but if they are producible, you can get them whether they be heavy or standard production type units. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. We have Grizzly M950A, aka Calico, the green hair girl. We got Wellrod and Contender. For SMGs, we got Thompson, Vector, G36C, Shrimp, Suomi, Type 79, CMS, and 100 Shiki. For rifles, we have M99, Car 98K, Watchon, Lee Enfield, NTW20, IWS 2K, Grape, Strawberry, and M200. I might have gotten those mixed up. If I did, my bad. I think it should be Strawberry and then Grape. For ARs, we have G41, Type 95, Type 97, 416, FAL, G11, Zaz, RFB, Type 91, and MDR. For machine guns, we got MG5, Negev, MG4, and PKP. And then for shotguns, we have KSG, SAT8, and AA12. Now, let me just go ahead and give you my opinion about, yo, hey, what should I pull? What should I use my true core mask on? Let me go ahead and give you my opinion. I would 100% go after SAT8 as my #1 top priority. And the reason why I say this is because I watch a lot of Korean streamers. I watch 3 of them in particular. And let me tell you, later down the road, I promise you, in any machine gun team, in any mixed team, because they do a lot of mixed teams, SAT8 is very, very much relevant in those teams, and definitely picking her up is going to help you out a lot. Well, let's say, yo, Tug, I got SAT8. Who should I go for next? KSG. Definitely want to go after KSG secondly, just because she's going to be a huge tank right next to SAT8. Well, then you say, okay, well, what if I have both of those? All right, first off, you're a luck sack. Secondly, you would assume I would say AA12, but that's not the case. AA12 is more of a offensive shotgun, and that's not as favorable when I'm looking at the KR streamers. So if you have set 8 and if you have KSG, my recommendation for you is to go after the high rarity T-Dolls. And I'm talking about Contender if you're looking for a handgun. If you don't have her, I'm looking at CMS or G36C if you don't have either one of those SMGs. For rifles, I'm looking at IWS and I'm looking at Grape. I kind of want to change those. I want to go Grape first and then IWS, because you do want to dupe Grape. He's going to be a corpse dragger a little bit down the road, so I would go Grape and then IWS. If you have one Grape, then go after IWS. If you have one of each and you have everything left listed so far, then definitely go, 2 Grapes. As far as ARs are concerned, I'm definitely gonna go RFB. Now you'd say, yo, hold up, why didn't you go MDR? Trust me, RFB does a lot of work. And yo, Tug, why do you say that? Simply because if you use a typical AR SMG team, ARs are not going to target the unit in the back. Well, RFB, when her skill turns on, targets the units in the back, and she gets a lot of value as a AR unit. So she's definitely very useful, very good, and I see her on these KR streams, bro. For MGs, Negev, hands down, gotta go after her. Now you might ask me, hey, in what order would you put these units in? And I'm just gonna go by type. I would say handgun would be first, because Contender is very extremely useful. Okay, I see her in a lot of team comps. All right, then if not the handgun, I'm actually gonna go with rifle second. If not the rifle, then I'm gonna go AR. If not the AR, I'm gonna go SMG. If not SMG, I'll go machine gun last. That's the way that I would set it up. But at the very top, the reason why I strongly encourage going after these shotguns is because they cost so much resources to go after just to try to get them. And you don't want to have to continually chase after them if you can instantly turn around and just pick them up for free right here, right now. Now, for me personally, you say, yo, Tug, what you going after? Sat 8, baby. That's the last shotgun I need. That's the only shotgun that I do not have that is not level 90 X5. I'm going after her. So Sat 8 is going to come home after I get this True Core mask. Easy clap. Now, let's go ahead and go on to the next thing. We have the costume lucky bag. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Then we're going to go to the rate up. We have the standard and heavy production rate ups. So that's going to be very nice for us when we go after characters. I have a little bit more to say on that a little bit later. We have a rerun of time limited rerun of past costume gotchas. A little bit more on that later. I'm just going through and naming what we got here. Then we have a resupply gotcha, a new one. Okay, so we got a new one, and if you don't know who that is, that's going to be DSR in the little outline right there. I believe that's going to be DSR. They're huge enough to... Hey, yeah. Okay, so we got DSR in the outline right there. And then for the anniversary point event reward, we are going to have a Kalina's costume. Not too sure how that's going to go down, but somebody in my Discord, shout out to Linead, sent me a little bit of information. And before we talk about the information, I am going to say that the source is going to be from Saya, which I believe has a presence on Discord or on Reddit, or maybe on both. But this is what was copy pasted from Linead, and he got that from Saya. So deep dive starts on the April 30th. Okay, yes, we know that. Okay, so for the core mask, we've already gone through that. Talking about, you can get any craftable dolls, whether they be SGs or anybody, as long as they're craftable. 5-star dolls only. So for the costume lucky bag, this is what we have typed down. It says it allows you to roll for a determined set of costumes at random. That includes past live 2D costumes. So maybe this is my interpretation, my guess. I'm not 100% sure. They say, hey, here is this wedding set gotcha. Here's this summer theme gotcha. And then here's this Halloween theme gotcha. You can pick from one of these, but you only get, you can roll on one of these determined sets, and then you'll get one of those costumes at random. That's my understanding. It includes live 2Ds. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding of what I've read just now. Okay, so next, general rate up, which includes rarity chance rate up for dolls, equipment, shotguns, and fairy chance rate up while a major event is running too. That's tough. That's tough on us, because now you got to say, hey, do I want to go after the units? Do I want to go after the equipment? Do I want to go after the actual event itself? Now, the one thing that I have to say about that part is on here, it says standard and heavy production rate ups. When I'm thinking production, I'm thinking T-Dolls. I'm not thinking of equipment, but hey, hey, he might have more knowledge than me. He might have some connections. He might, some. He might have a little some in there. So I'll take his word for it. We got the dolls, the equipments, shotguns, and fairies. We got the rate ups for those. So be on the lookout for that. Then for the Anniversary Series 2 Gacha, that's going to include DSR 50 and Grizzlies, live 2Ds. It's also going to include UMP 9 and 45s, dresses, and a few more. So if you're looking for a good place to, you can get a lot of value, a lot of bang for your buck, a good return on investment for your gems, for pulling for these skins, this is going to be a good place to go for it. 2 live 2Ds, and then a lot of good dolls for different skins. Then we have the Anniversary Series first rerun in the Radiant Collection. That's going to include WA2K, M958, aka Calico's, dress, and more. So we'll have different characters that's going to be rerun in the Radiant Collection. I would assume the same way that they did the rerun for the wedding skin. They just did it on the rate up for that. 60 tokens. You got the double gacha. Hey, you gotta get that. You gotta hit that first mark and say, hey, I actually got this unit. And then it's going to have like a 50% chance, like, hey, if you pulled a 5-star and you pulled a skin, you got a 50% chance, or however high chance, that it's going to be the one that's on rate up. So that's how I would assume it's going to work, the same way the wedding one did. And then we have a little PS. There will be a gem reset on Anniversary around the 8th of May. The gem reset might happen later. Stay tuned for official announcements. So basically this is saying, when you first buy that first gem bundle of any bundle, you get a little added bonus into that. This is going to be reset. So this is going to be, you either buy it, use those bundles now and then prep for the next bundles, or if your bundles have already been used, you're going to have a new bundle waiting and ready just for you once these hit. Now, please take these with a grain of salt. I don't know how, I don't know what kind of connections, I don't know what kind of strings, let's say it has. I don't know, if this is going to be spot on or if it's going to be a little bit off the mark, but take this with a grain of salt. This is some information that was given to me on my Discord server. The source was from Save. Like I said, take it with some grain of salt, but this is what we're looking at going into May for our monthly roadmap. Once we go through the month of May, of course, I will have, ShikiCon Frontline talking about deep dive, seeing if I can give some pointers, some tips, maybe some ranking event, whatever the case may be. I'll definitely be doing that probably about that midway point of deep dive. I will also try to do another normal ShikiCon Frontline where I'll talk more about this, even more in depth, kind of highlight this, talk about everything that's been going on in the month of May, kind of like the normal ShikiCon Frontline does go on. But this is all I have for this monthly roadmap. There's a lot of stuff that's involved with this, and there are just a lot of things popping, especially since it is going to be the anniversary month for Girls Frontline. So that's all I got for this one. Let me know what you're most looking forward to. Me personally, I 100% am looking forward to the True Core Mask and getting my set 8. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support. If you haven't already, if you want to see more GFL related content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to hang out on my stream at twitch.tv/Tuglow, you can see the time at which I am streaming. That is the latest that I will start. Typically, I'll look to start a little bit earlier than this time right underneath the webcam. Also, if you do have Amazon Prime and would like to support me monetarily, you can do so for free with your Amazon Prime. Just head over to twitch.tv/Tuglow and I'll help you out once you get there. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Much love, God bless, and peace out.